Today, I am going to talk about the liquid gold that runs through our bodies. I will be talking about 3 main points. The first, what plasma actually is. Secondly, the history of plasma. And lastly, the medical use for plasma. Let's begin with the first point. According to Stanford Medicine, plasma makes up to 55% of our blood. When plasma is separated from the blood, it is a light yellow color and contains salt, enzymes, and water. Usually, when we think about blood, we think of red and white blood cells, and maybe even platelets. But hardly do we ever consider the liquid portion of blood and all of its components. Stanford Medicine also claims that plasma includes, along with salt, water, and enzymes, antibodies, clotting factors, and special proteins. All of these healing properties found in plasma are popular for both medical and aesthetic uses today. So how did we start putting this liquid gold to use? Well, it all started around World War II. In 1940, Highlights of Transfusion Medicine History states that Edwin Cohn first discovered how to separate the different components of plasma for medical use. When donating plasma, plasma is spun down from blood through the power of gravity. Cohn discovered a method in which the different components of this plasma could be extracted. The African American Registry gives credit to Dr. Charles Drew, an African American hematologist and surgeon who first discovered that plasma could be stored for a much longer time than whole blood. When World War II broke out, America sent plasma to Britain in order to save the lives of their injured soldiers. Dr. Drew was the first to start the blood donation drives that we see throughout all of our high schools today. So far, we've talked about the different components of plasma and how plasma was introduced to society. And now for my third and final point. According to Highlights of Transfusion Medicine History, freshly frozen plasma can be used in clinical settings such as hospitals to treat those who have rare but often fatal blood clotting disorders. Anyone who has blood clotting disorders are treated with medicines made from plasma. Highlights from Transfusion Medical History also states that as important as freshly frozen plasma is in the use of hospitals, it is also commonly used for another purpose: the creation of pharmaceutical products. The antibodies that are found in plasma are often used for common injections, like the tetanus shot. In conclusion, plasma has changed our medical world. Today, I have told you about the life-saving liquid gold found in our bodies. I've talked about 3 points: what plasma is, for example, the liquid portion of our blood that contains antibodies, clotting factors, and special proteins, along with electrolytes and enzymes. We also talked about the history of plasma and how we discovered to separate its components and use it in place of blood transfusions during World War II, and how plasma is used in medicine by those with blood clotting diseases as well as in vaccinations. Plasma really is the liquid gold.